Well, I do not accept coffee dates from men, and I just want to talk about it. I do just want to say that my reasons are just that, my own, so don't get under my comment section upset or in your feelings. So why don't I accept coffee dates? Well, besides the fact that I'm really not much of a coffee drinker, I find that coffee dates are low effort, they are cheap, and they are the biggest waste of time, honestly. So when I go on dates, I truly do like to look my best because I do believe that first impressions matter. So I really do put a lot of effort into my look, and I find that putting effort into my appearance for $5 bean juice is a waste of time. So when you ask a man, why do you like to take women out for coffee dates, they will give you a bunch of reasons, and I'm just here to tell you that they will never tell you the true reason as to why they ask women out on coffee dates. They're going to lie to you. They are going to guilt trip you by asking if you need free food, if that's why you're asking for him to take you on a proper date. Do you need free food? Are you hungry? And it's really just because they want the woman to be able to prove that she is worth a proper meal. I don't care about what reasons they tell you. Oh, why does the price matter? It's about connection. You should only be focused. No, they don't believe in that. They really just want you to prove that you are worth a dinner, that you are worth a lunch. And with that information, with that knowledge, it's honestly disrespectful for a man to ever propose to me a coffee date. I wouldn't even go on a coffee date with my friends. My friend knows better not to ask me to have coffee with her. And I know better not to ask my friends that either, because they're going to feel the same exact way. If we are going to get coffee, it's going to be on our way to the restaurant or on our way back from the restaurant. So I met a girl in class last semester who told me that she showed up to her coffee date in a bonnet, oversized sweatsuit, those black Adidas pool slides, and mixed match socks. Because she told me that whenever she was going to get coffee, she was looking like who did it and why. So she showed up to the date exactly like that. And the guy that she met up with was so upset. That's honestly why I don't believe men when they say that a date is only focused solely on connection and that all the other stuff doesn't matter. If that was the case, the guy wouldn't care about how she looked like on the date. He would just care to get to know her, right? But no, he was expecting her to show up looking all done up. It was only one man who has ever asked me out on a coffee date, and I just ended up blocking him because, like I said, because I know why men truly ask women out on coffee dates, I find it very disrespectful, and I just don't want to deal with that. So you will be blocked.
So I'm assuming she made this video just to be provocative, just to get a response, just to go viral, because there's just no way. You have a lot of women making videos like this saying that a guy is trying to make you earn it, but at the same time, you're trying to make him earn it, right? And the fact that you think that, well, I like to get dressed up. A lot of these women, and I've covered a video in the past, where her response was, I like to get dressed up. I like to do this. I like to show up. Your vanity is really showing with these videos, what you're saying. And I don't think I would want to be with a woman like that. I told you guys one time, this woman told me when I was like, yo, let's grab some tacos. This was like after talking to her previously. I was like, yo, let's just head out and grab some tacos. She was like, no, I only go to places with, I'm a reservations type of gal. You have to make reservations for me. And this was a single mom, right? And I know you guys will be like, cheer, whatever, man. This is a single mom. And she was like, she's a reservation type of gal. I guess she said what she wanted and some simp was willing to do it. But at the end of the day, guys, like when you go for a coffee date, you guys are on even playing field. There's no type of, I'm trying to impress you with money. You're trying to impress me with money. We're both showing up as average people to have a conversation. It's not so much just low effort. And then women will turn around and say, well, I'm good with a walk in the park and all this stuff like that. And then you turn around, you have women like this talking. And I don't drink coffee either, but they serve more than just coffee at a coffee place. You can get all types of drinks there. That's how it typically goes. It's safe. Everybody goes there. It's wide open. People frequent. And it's easy to get to. You don't have to drive 30 minutes, 45 minutes just to get to a fancy restaurant. And you're taking all this time to invest in a woman who really doesn't like you. That way you have this initial sit down conversation. And if I don't like you, if you don't like me, hey, no love lost. That's just extreme when you're talking about showed up with a bonnet, mixed, matched, all this stuff like that. That just sounds stupid. That doesn't even sound realistic. You mean to tell me you think you're going to just show up like this for a date? Come on, man. Anyway, there's another lady. She did a video on this. Let's get into it. Let's go.
In the history of my dating, a man has never ever invited me out for coffee. Ever. Okay. And I was single a very long time. I started dating at the age of 18 and I married my husband when I was 38. So 20 years. And in 20 years, no man ever invited me out to coffee. However, after getting stuck on enough dates that made me, dinner dates to be specific, that made me feel like I wanted to escape out of the bathroom window. And the older I got, I wanted to save myself time. So for all the same reasons that women don't want to go on a coffee date with a guy because they think that he's being cheap, he's trying to see multiple women, he's trying to make it affordable for himself. That was me. I was trying to be cheap with my time. I was trying to make this affordable with my time, and I was trying to see multiple men. So what I would do when I would meet men online is I would schedule a meetup. It's not a date, it's just a meetup. I would say, hey, let's meet for coffee, let's meet for drinks. Let's just check the vibe to see if there's anything there. I thought it was low investment for me in terms of my time and preparation, and it was low investment for them because how much could coffee or a couple of drinks really, really cost you? And I would schedule multiple in one day. So that means I get one set of hair, one set of makeup, one set of clothes, and I'm going to meet Tim at 10, Peter at 12, and Bob at 2. This is how I met my husband. Because when I met him, I was like, yeah, he was like, how's it going on the apps? It's going great on the apps. Are you meeting people? Yeah, I've been just, if vibes are good or whatever, if I think there's a connection, I'll ask guys to meet me for coffee. And, I usually meet a couple of them in a day. And he was like, how do I get one? How do I get a meetup? How do I get to see you in real life? And I was like, okay, well, this Sunday at 4:00, this was my next opening. And he was like, dang, I don't even get prime time. You don't even get prime time. And the rest is history. There's never been an instance where I've told a man to meet me for coffee and it didn't turn into a proper first date because these are short little meetups. We're just meeting up. So 30 to 45 minutes. If you want to, spend more time with me, you got to take me to dinner. Proper. That's it. I mean, it was my way, again, because I was older, to meet multiple men and know very quickly if there was a connection, yes or no, because I was meeting several men at a time. I had 2 days off of work a week. I was working 5 days a week. And in those 2 days, I could easily see 6 to 7 guys if I scheduled 3 coffee meetups this day and 4 coffee meetups on that day. And yes, I did it. And yes, I let these men know what I was doing. Some men did not react very favorably. Some men were like, oh my God, you talking to how many dudes? If we met on the apps, we're all talking to multiple people. Stop acting like you don't got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 conversations open. So women, set your standards any way you like. If a man offers to take you to coffee and you want to say no to that, I understand. But for me, when I was single, I would use coffee meetups, again, not a date, to my advantage, because I would run through them, because the way I saw it, they're not auditioning me. I'm auditioning them to see if they're worthy of my time and effort to go out on a proper date, because while I'm not paying cash, I'm paying in time and effort. You feel me? Okay.
But JR, she's for the streets. That's the first thing y'all gonna say. But I definitely agree with what she's saying. Now, I don't agree with the definition. It's still a date at the end of the day. A meetup, if we're spending time, I'm spending some money, whatever, we're having a conversation. She hit it right on the head. This is an older woman talking, though, that has experience. So check the vibe. That's what it's about. They should call it checking the vibe, or a vibe check. We're going to do that to see if everything is what it is. I like your style. You like my style. Just as she said, it is an audition. It's a 2-way audition, not a 1-way audition. But women are looking at it like, oh, he's trying to audition me, which he is. But it goes both ways. You see a age difference between the last young lady that spoke and this woman right here that's speaking. If you're out here thinking, and a lot of times the scarcity mindset, well, this and this, why would you want to miss out on a good experience? Or what could potentially be your husband or your person or your everything, for lack of a better term, because you say, oh, they don't want to take me out to dinner, blah, blah. And as many other women say, you can't even afford to take yourself to that place. You can't even afford to do this. You can't afford to do that. That's how the dating market is just ridiculous. And a lot of times, a lot of these videos, that I typically see, and I hate to say it, black women, we're seeing this. It's mostly black women that's making these videos talking about, I'm not doing this date, I'm not doing this cheesecake and all this stuff like that. When a white woman seems to be, or other women seem to be perfectly fine with going for coffee. They're playing the long game instead of this Instagram game that a lot of the sisters like to play. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the coffee date? Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. Let's run it up to 1 million. I'm the best. Quit playing with me. Peace.